Hello and welcome, I'm Bluenose LJ, and in this video I'm going to choose my best Everton team from the Premier League era. In goal, I've gone for Tim Howard. I know that people might disagree with that and say Neville Southall, but I think Southall, although being the best goalkeeper that we've ever had during the Premier League era, I think it's Tim Howard. Neville Southall was starting to come towards the end of his career during the Premier League era. Still an awesome goalkeeper during the time that he was goalkeeper for us, even in the Premier League. But I think purely Premier League, Tim Howard definitely is number one. That save that he made against Southampton is still probably the best save, or one of the best save I've ever seen. I think I'd also mention Nigel Martyn. I think Nigel Martyn was a really good goalkeeper for us. But overall, I think Tim Howard just pips Neville Southall to number one. So right back, I've gone for Seamus Coleman. I don't think there's any surprise there. Seamus Coleman has been absolutely immense and cost an absolute pittance when you look at the prices of players today. He's epitomised what Everton is all about. I know that since the leg break, he hasn't quite been the same player, but I think that probably more to do with the way that we've been playing over the last couple of seasons. He still gives everything that he's got. Yeah, I don't think there's any argument that Seamus Coleman is the number one right back. Got to mention Tony Hibbert, just because. So left back, I've gone for Leighton Baines. Again, in the same mould as Seamus Coleman, just gives everything to Everton, or he did before he retired. I'm still pretty gutted that he didn't stay for that extra season next season. But yeah, Leighton Baines has just been absolutely awesome for us for 13 years. I think mention Andy Hinchcliffe. I think Hinchcliffe was an awesome left back for us with his left foot. Some really, really good corners that he used to take for Ferguson to get on the end of. And I really am hoping that Lucas Dean can become well, actually, I'm more concerned that he stays with us and becomes that in the same kind of mold as what Bings has, and I think he definitely has the ability to become the Leighton Bings proper replacement over the next at least 3, 4, 5 years. So let's hope he does that. Centre backs, there's quite a few to choose from here, but I've gone for Dave Watson. Captain for the last time that we actually won anything back in 1995. Solid defender, probably not the best technically, but when it comes to being a defender, yeah, Dave Watson definitely up there with the best that we've had in the Premier League era anyway. Jagielka, I've put alongside Dave Watson. I think again, Jagielka, that defence that we had at one point with Jagielka, Bings, and Coleman. I know that Yobo and Lescott changed about, but yeah, Jagielka was an awesome centre back for us. Didn't cost us that much money in terms of what we look at today. So yeah, again, I think definitely deserve his place in the starting 11 of my best Premier League 11. Some mentions there, obviously. I think that Lescott was pretty awesome for us. Joseph Yobo, Martin Keown, they were all really good defenders. David Weir. We've had quite a lot of good centre backs. we've just never really had a good team all together. That's been the problem. Centre midfield, I've gone for a defensive midfielder, and I've gone for Gana Gay, who I just think was immense, and we have desperately missed since he left. We just didn't replace him, and we've paid the price for that. The last 2 seasons, I think that he was with us, especially that last season that he was with us, I think he was absolutely immense. So Ganagay is easily put into my starting 11 there. A really honourable mention here has got to be Lee Carsley. I think Lee Carsley is one of the most underrated Everton players. Actually, I think one of the most underrated Premier League players. He just went under the scope, but solid central midfielder. I really liked Lee Carsley. So yeah, I definitely mention him, but Gana Gay all day long for me. Playing alongside them, I've got wow, so many to choose from here. I've gone for Tim Cahill in the centre midfield. I don't really need to say much about Tim Cahill. Again, cost basically no money whatsoever, and wow, did he fight for this club. I absolutely love this club. What I would do for Tim Cahill right now in that team, somebody that is willing to fight the way that he did. Awesome in the air. Yeah, I absolutely love Tim Cahill. So he would go there. Mentions that I would say in the centre midfield, my favourite player of all time is Peter Beardsley, so I've got to mention him, that he had his 2 seasons with us. I managed to watch Peter Beardsley live as an Everton player, which was a dream come true for me when I was a young boy. Absolutely love seeing Gaza, another hero of mine when I was growing up. Absolutely loved Gaza. I know that he came quite late in his career, but I still think that Gaza did really well for us. I loved him at the club. Just having that name was absolutely awesome. In that team sheet, Paul Gascoigne playing for Everton, just amazing. And Tommy Gravison. I don't think an Everton Premier League team could be named without at least mentioning Tommy Gravison and what an awesome player he was. I think Real Madrid was probably a little bit too big for him, but he did okay there. But for us, absolutely awesome. Loved watching him play. And seems like a really, really nice man as well. On the wings, I'm not even going to bother mentioning too many of the wingers that we've had. We've had some really good ones, but on the right wing, I've gone for Andre Kanchelskis. I'm not even going to say any more than Andre Kanchelskis. What an awesome player. Just amazing. And then I've gone on the left, Stephen Pienaar. Again, I think that's an easy pick. Him and Baines, for at least 2 seasons, they were the best left-sided partnership in probably in Europe, but certainly in the Premier League. Okay, so up front, we've had some good strikers. I would choose Wayne Rooney if he would have stayed with us a little bit longer. But the best time that Rooney had was obviously at Manchester United. His first season for us was pretty good, and his last season, he still did a job for us. That last season, that hat-trick he scored against West Ham, where he bossed that game. Yeah, I'm so glad that Wayne Rooney came back to the club and gave us that one season. Maybe we should have given him an extra one, but I'm really glad that he came. I still wouldn't put him in my 11 just on the basis that I don't think he played enough for us to be able to do that. So, who have I chosen? I've gone for controversy. I've gone for Lukaku. He scored the most amount of Premier League goals for us, and I think he was immense. A little bit lazy now and times, and maybe got a bit too big for himself. But when you were scoring that many goals in that team, and somebody like Manchester United comes along who are challenging, and I mean, I don't blame him for going, and probably he did the right thing. I mean, look at us now. So I don't know if you could blame him for doing what he did. Alongside Lukaku, I'm not really sure who I'm going to go for. I've got Saha and Ferguson. I think when Saha was fit, he was absolutely immense. The problem is he just wasn't fit for long enough. But then Ferguson was injured quite a lot. But when it comes to heart and passion and the love of this club, I think I've actually got to go for Ferguson alongside Lukaku there, just on the basis of who Duncan Ferguson actually is, and what this club means to him, and I think what he means to the fans. So I'm going to go for him. Another honourable mention, I'm going to go with Kevin Campbell. I think Kevin Campbell did really well for us. So yeah, I'd like to mention Campbell, and I'm really, really hoping that Richarlison becomes. He's already proven. I think Richarlison could be fighting his way into this team. He's only been here for a couple of years, but I think he's already done enough to be able to be challenging there. I think if he stays with us for another year or two, and we manage to sort ourselves out next year, I think Richarlison could become a legend for this club if we match his ambition and we match what how good he is, because he really is that good. I think that, yeah, Richarlison could definitely force himself into that 11. So that's my Everton Premier League 11. Tell me what you think. Who do you agree? Is there anybody that you would have chosen over who I have? Forgot to mention Mikel Arteta. Again, another awesome player that was probably underrated. Not by the Evertonians, but probably by other Premier League teams, or fans at least of those teams. I think Arteta was another one worth mentioning. Yeah, let me know what you think. Who did I leave out, or who should I have not put in? Okay, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video.